Antonio Gaudi once famously quoted, "The straight line belongs to man, but the curved one to God." I'm architect Karan Anand, introducing you to season 2, episode 5 of Moñö Architecture, all things design. Today we have with us two individuals who definitely haven't followed the straight line to success, Ali Baldiwala of Baldiwala Edge and Mandana Karimi of OCD. Hi guys.
Hi Karan. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Everybody knows who y'all are, but I would still like for y'all to give a little bit of an introduction to our audiences.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Mandana Karimi from OCD.
Hi guys, my name is Ali Baldiwala and I have a studio called Baldiwala Edge.
Thank you guys. Okay guys, so let's start. Firstly, I would like to dwell into the topic of your onset of your career, right? So initial beginnings can be very, very difficult. This industry can be unforgiving. We all know that, right? So was there a point in your careers where you realized that you have made it? Or could you just tell me a little bit about that?
I think as a creative person, there's a greed, there is this hunger to do better. Yeah. And I think you'll also resonate with this one. With every project, you move forward and you realize that you could have done this better in the previous one. So you always are moving and learning. So I see my father at the age of 80 still not satisfied with things and designs and drawings, and it's amazing because that hunger in him, that when I see that, I feel like I'm too young to even say that I've arrived anywhere.
It's so inspirational, right?
Absolutely. And I've worked with senior architects also before, and I've realized the same thing, that hunger at that age, post 65, 70s, even more. Yeah. So at 37, I don't think, okay, I've put my age out there, but at 37, I don't think I have arrived anywhere. I think it's a process and it's a journey.
That's amazing. I like how you both are so humble about it, but your work is
I'm not humble about it.
It is right now.
I'm anything but humble.
You are.
Yeah, you're pretty, yeah. So when people look at you all, right, when they always feel like, oh, this is Mandana, this is Ali, this is where they are, this is how it's always been. But you both had very small beginnings to your company, like Baldiwala Edge and OCD. So could you walk us through how you founded this company, what the journey has been, your struggles?
So honestly, funnily, I have not had any struggles in interior design. I'm going to be honest about that. I had my dad's bana hua full career and whole brand name and everything to just hop on to. So I felt a bit of an ego over there. I said, I'm going to come here, everyone's going to respect me as a sir and a boss already. And I would do my AutoCAD drawings in college also with my designers from my office. So it was not fair. So I said, no, I need to snap out of this, learn a bit, and then come back to that and then start off. So I worked with Firoza Netherwala and Ibara for 2 years. Learned a lot under them, and especially Firoza. And then I joined my dad, and my dad was doing some massive projects back then, hospitals and big bungalows. And I was doing like one friend's bathroom, one friend's store. And the first store that I did for a friend, fashion designer, I got 20,000 rupees on that. I took that and I put it into Anupam Kher's acting class. So my dad said, what the hell are you doing? But the small things have taught me, and today, besides 2 clients that I can actually name are my dad's, the rest of the ones are all
yours.
Mine. And I say this with a lot of pride because I've worked very hard for it, and I've done bathrooms and rooms, and then you've got rooms, so why not?
You know, being in this industry, I know how difficult it is to get clients, retain clients, and get more clients through word of mouth. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Because there are so many competitors and there is so much good work out there. So it's amazing that it's happening.
For me, I entered design space 5 years ago. And for me, it wasn't like, oh, this is what I want to do. Because I had no idea about design, right? So it started from working for a company, shadowing the designers, even helping them with PR and marketing of the company, traveling to Salona with them, traveling with the clients, and I did that for 2 years. And I think after 2 years was the point that, okay, you know what, this is what I like to do. I like to work on a project where all your job is done, everything is built, and then kind of like give a lift up to a project by styling the project. Because I was always between this designing products but styling as well. I was interested in to know how they build furniture and the material use and how the factory works, all of that, the logistic of it, right? So that's how styling for me started, and I was only working with one company, only styling their projects. And until last year, I realized that I want to work with different companies, different designers and different brands. So that's how OCD happened. And the kind of a styling that I do, it's more of a lifestyle. I don't just get involved with the project that, you know, just throw some cushions or like, you know, things like that. For me, it's more of like where the client moves to the space, how can we make the life much more practical in this space? Because what happened is that, yes, there's, you know, beautiful furniture, beautiful new house, right? But when the client shifts from their old house to a new house, there is a lot of struggle that they have. How do you put the new stuff? Where do you put it? Are we getting rid of the old stuff? Are we getting the new? So that's a kind of a
it's
process.
Not easy. Yeah, it's a chaotic this thing. Yeah,
it's not easy, but also like opening my own company hasn't been easy. I'm still struggling a lot because what I do is very niche. There are not that many people are doing what I'm doing. I never had a book as a, you know, my, what do you call it?
Like a guide.
The rule book that I could go and be like, okay, this is how we're going to get it done, right? So a lot of things in what I'm doing, it's trial and error and then try it. So I'm still like trying to figure out. I still, you know, I'm learning a lot from each project that I've done. And that's how OCD has come to life.
Now, when we come to social media, right? You both are like immensely popular on social media, but it's not. Both of you.
Both of us.
My clients keep showing me your pictures only of your sites.
It's sites hai, to it's fine if they're not showing you my pictures. That's it.
Yeah. So I mean, it has its positives and it has its negatives also. A lot of negatives, right? Everybody has some commentary or something to say. So how do you deal with that? How do you navigate around those situations?
See, like I've been part of an industry that social media and your life being a public knowledge, it's a part of the job, right? So when I just started my career, this is almost 14 years ago in Delhi, I did my first fashion week, right? It was first time for me, you know, my picture was in newspaper and there was a lot of people knew my name and they were like, oh, you're new in India, right? So in the beginning, it was really strange. I didn't know how to handle it because it's very difficult. That time frame or that picture or that news about what you're doing is not your entire personality, right? We all are very different. We have a lot of, what do you call it? Like onions, you know, like we have a lot of layers, right? Where in that one image or one news, there is just like a tiny little bit of you is shown, right? So in the beginning, I had a lot of difficulty to deal with it. But what happened is that it's like a practice. You become better at it, right? You become better how to handle the situations.
Do you like silence the sounds?
Yeah, I do. I have to, because if I want to believe on what people say about me or what they believe that's Mandana, I should have actually packed my bag many years ago and leave India. Because at least, you know, about me, there is a lot of perception about my relationships, my works that I've done, the jobs that I've done, the actors that I was involved with, the companies that I was, there is a lot of opinion. And to be honest, that's not me. And for me, it was like, just learn how to deal with it. Keep moving, keep doing what you're doing. I know who I am, I know what I am, I know who are my friends, and the rest, to be honest, is just noise. You know, it's just a noise that you, after a few years, you just learn how to kind of put it on silent.
It also becomes like a driving factor, right?
It is.
Especially, I mean, I'm happy even if people are talking about me. I'm like, koi baat nahi, you know, like somebody's talking about me, who cares? At least I'm a little relevant somewhere, so that's amazing.
That's actually one of the, I remember just many years ago, I was really upset. Someone said something online and it became a massive thing. Everyone was talking about it. And I have a co-star, senior co-star, and he said, dude, if people, they don't talk about you, you don't exist. that means you're doing something right. It could be, I don't know, pissing someone off, or it could get you more work, but at least you're relevant, right? People are talking about you. So
and more often than not, people don't have nice things to say, because they're always kind of like, they're sitting on their sofas and they're looking at, say, you doing good work, and they're like, oh, I could have done it better, but karo na fir. Like, do it.
But that's also another, like, what do you call it? Like a self conversation that I have with myself, and I say, you know what, to be honest, I'm the one who has woken up 4 a.m, has taken a flight, gone to this city, did this, did that, right? And that person is sitting probably in their tiny little life, miserable, envious, have no interest in life. And my life, when you look at social media, right, it's great. So, and a lot of people are gonna have opinion on us, so just talk. It doesn't really matter.
So for me, honestly, I think she's done a lot more in the films and modeling compared to what I've done. But the little span that I had, my shows and movie and everything that I'd done, it did affect me a lot, to the extent that I was part of groups and I was suddenly not a part of those groups, and it's a very short-lived fame till the time if you don't keep doing the work that you're expected of, it goes away. So, they say that don't get so used to it. At the end of it, it can go away if you don't have enough work or you've not been spoken about. So that happened to me, because after Nirja, I just completely quit, and I was just doing interiors. So that 1 year was crazy, and then it was not there. So I did feel that kind of, how do I say it? I did feel bad about it. It did affect me. And also at the same time, there were people talking a lot of nonsense as well, and it still affects me. I'll be very honest. It does affect me. I can't take criticism very well. It bothers me.
Guys, I hope the write-up for his article is like properly done. And hers.
I'll call you up. But so for me, it does affect me still. I'm working on it, but I can't be as thick-skinned as I want to be, and I think that's one of the reasons I couldn't be a part of the industry for very long. I mean, I was like, okay, there are too many layers that you have to peel, and you have to be like, there has to be this naked truth about you, which I am on Instagram. Instagram is completely me. This is, I'm humble, I'm funny, I'm modest, I'm bold, I'm all of that. But I think there is a lot more than what meets the eye. So you have to be really thick-skinned to be in the industry. But I think interiors is also going in that way. You have to be really thick-skinned to be able to take criticism on your design, on your concepts, on something that you've thought of and someone else can't do it, they'll talk about it. So,
and I mean, for me, it's not even my work. Now, there are a lot of people have a lot of opinions, and I think we were in the same event together. One of our senior comes to me straight, oh, you look so nice, and like whatever, blah blah blah, and you should just stick to modeling.
Wow, who is this? I forgot.
I'm not going to give name, and it's sad because
it's a horrible thing to say.
It's just because, let's say, even as a guy, it's not a girl or guy thing. I'm sure it happens for Ali as well. Even as a guy, if he dresses well, if he take care of himself the way he dresses, right, and the way he keep himself, like let's say hygiene, the personal hygiene, all of that stuff, does it gonna make him a less better designer just because he's spending that time on himself? Because for me, I would hire him compared to another designer who looks like, not so good. I would hire someone like him because I'm like, okay, you know what, this person cares about himself, and with my project, it definitely gonna put that effort as well. And with me, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you look too good, and you look too this, and you look too that. Why you stop modeling and acting, and now you're doing styling? So, and
that's unnecessary actually.
It's not required. Like, people need to understand that a person, like we've had this conversation, like a person can be an actor, can be a designer, can be a fashion designer, can be whatever they want to. It's not, we're not living in like under a rock where we can't. Like if we are talented, I'm not talking about us, I'm talking about anyone.
In general,
like if you're good at fashion and interiors, do both. Why not?
And it's a short life here. You do what you want to do.
And I mean, not only because of that, in today's age, life is so expensive, right? It's good to have to wear few hats because you have family, you have expenses, and if you're good at few things, why not make your money, do your job, be excited about new things. And I never understood it why people always try to put you in one box and say, okay, you know what, on that box is written Mandana or Ali is this.
And you stick to that basically.
It's actually, the problem is not that. The problem is that they can't see themselves doing it. They think about it because they can't, it comes on to projecting on someone else. To get an answer for themselves. This is what I have.
There's always that conversation thing, मैं भी करने वाला था. Oh, you did this. Oh, I was also going to do this.
So do na.
Yeah, do it, exactly. So do it
first.
Who's stopping you? It's a very, very big universe. It's not like if we have started something or we are doing something, you're styling a space, it does not mean that the next person is not going to get a job. There are enough fish in the sea and enough work, you know. So, I mean, that's really, really important. Do you find it difficult to follow up in projects, especially after, say, an interior designer's left the side? Do you kind of find it difficult to sometimes change things around, or do you always follow in their path? Is there like a direction you like to take?
See, to be honest with me, it's either client has hired me after the interior designer is out of the project, or the interior designer has hired me to, you know,
help finish it off,
help them out in the project.
Because it's really important. Like, I feel like I've styled a space, and then when I look at like other shoots, I'm like, man, I've done nothing. So I'm learning.
They bring a different perspective. I think it's a great career option, and I think that's, I mean, we keep talking about this, that it's amazing that she's done this, because there's so much to do after site is over, and we are tired by then.
I just
like
want to
leave.
leave.
The client, you just want to leave,
like shoot,
but you want to shoot it.
But usually also, like, what are the respect that I give to my designer, because the designer is the captain of the ship, right? So I don't just come and say, oh, let's change all of it. No, it doesn't work that way. For my job, there's a lot of conversations. There's a lot of like figuring out and understanding what the vision of the designer is for the project. So sometimes it's really smooth. Sometimes, you know, there's a little bit of a difficult conversation, and then me and designer, we are on board. The client is like, no, I don't like this, I don't like that. So you know, it's like any other job, right? So there is conversation, and you need to
respect and understanding.
For sure.
So you all have jumped from industry to industry. You all have linked so many universes together, right? Film, interiors, design, styling, all of this. So could you tell us a little bit about this entire transition, or are you still related to each of it? How does it work? So many different aspects of your life.
I think the experiences that I have, that I've had in life, and the jobs that I've done, there is a common ground between all of them. When you're a model, you actually creating a vision of a designer, right? And then when you're acting, you're giving a life into the character that the director has, narrative, right? Or the writers, they have narrative, a character. So as an actor, you bring that life, that character into life. And as a stylist, for me, is that when I'm in a space and I'm styling it, I give that unique sense of who this person is, who's the client, right? So I think for me, storytelling in all these jobs that I've done, it's part of the job, right? But in a different way of doing it, and in different industries.
The narrative changes.
And I think all of them as well, my modeling time, my acting time, because of the kind of people that I work with, right? They're all artists. When you're working with on a movie set, you technically, the set that they have created, it's designed by someone, right? It's been created by a team, and then you are part of it. So I feel like all of them, in a way, they have trained me to reach where I am, and it has given me a lot of experience on hand, that okay, you know what, in this movie set I learned this, in that modeling job that I had, I've learned this, and now when I'm working in a space which is someone's home, right, how I'm bringing the individuality of that client into the project. So I think that has been me with everything that I'm doing and I've done.
It's like a learning experience.
I don't know if it makes sense. It sounds much nicer in my head, but I think that's...
No, it does make sense. I also want to ask you about people management, like dealing with people in a movie set and then coming to like interior styling. That must be like is it similar, or is it like completely different for you?
I think people management should be part of like your university ka, you know, one major that they teach you that.
How to deal with
how to deal with everyone.
Deal with humans.
Deal with humans only.
Some weird trips, humans are on. Like
So and also like, because you know you have so many different levels of, you know, when you are on a job, your contractors, your carpenter, this guy, that guy, you need to speak the language. Right?
Yeah, you have to understand,
But then you have the client, you need to speak the client's language, and then you have the designers, you need to. So I feel like it's always in any job or any industry that you are, people management, any work that you do, right? It's a collaboration between teams. And I like having conversation with people and kind of debating things, right? I think that's when the creativity, like when you're creating something, the juice, it comes out because you had those conversations, because you had those difficult conversations. So yeah, it's that's just how it works for me.
There are so many similarities between us that all the answers that I want to give actually coming out from there. Actually, so I don't even know what to say now, but I'm going to answer this question in two parts. The first one is being confined on a film set. For me, it was, I've also done art direction and stuff like that. It's not real, right? Like the Nirja set was a movie, it was a plane, sorry. And everything was functioning inside, but actually it was a plane that was made out of, for pipes, they were taking all these PVC pipes and making it look like rods and stuff. Everything is very temporary. But the designs that we do and interiors that we do is more than even permanent, you know, with clients. And you're working with client emotions, their storytelling that she said, the narrative that they have. And I work from movies, what I take back into my interiors and my designing concepts is the human aspect of it.
Lovely.
The human emotion is very, very, very important for me. It makes a difference, it makes me also a very sensitive guy. I'm very sensitive and that's why things affect me. But the human emotion to understand people is very important for me to start a project. Obviously the energy and the vibes are very important, but it's more important to understand the person. Forget the design. I tell them to just chuck the design for the first part. I'll send you a questionnaire.
Let's talk
later. Let's talk. I want to understand who you are and how I can help you as a designer to evolve in your lifestyle better.
And I think that's really important because you are designing a space that defines your life for years and years and years. Sometimes even generations. So it makes all of that difference, right? Designing, styling, all of it.
And then there are a lot of complexities that we work with, right? So, and the way I bring, again, the acting and whatever I've learned in my formative years over there into design is the drama that I create with materials. I love playing with colors, I love playing with materials. If there are projects that I have to do only whites, I will play with textures and different materials to create that layering so that the whites don't look that monotonous. So I enjoyed that part, and I can't do, like, if you ask someone, and I say that with a lot of pride, none of my projects look the same.
They don't. That's true.
Every project is going to be different because the client's brief is different. So it's not like every movie can look the same.
It's not a template that you follow.
So I don't enjoy doing that because I get bored of things very fast. So I have to keep moving, and that's how I do it.
You've worked with a lot of materials, wood, stone, metal. But what material do you think defines you the most in your formative years?
Wood.
Wood?
Because I was very stubborn and stuck up, just very solid also. I thought I knew it all. But then I entered the world of design. Dad beat me, contractors beat me, clients beat me, carved out that wood, made pieces out of it, made things out of it.
That's such a romanticized answer.
Polished it and everything and all of that, and now I'm this one furniture piece which is a rocking chair, still rocking only all the time. So this is me right now in my current scenario. So wood, I think, would be the material.
And Mandana, what about you? Do you like following a particular style, an art movement, a theme, or do you just go with the ebb and flow of design?
Well, as correctly he said, right, each project that we do is very different because the clients are different. The life experience that they had, you know, it's very different. And also, like, when it comes to me as a stylist, I have a lot of different lifestyle and life choices, right? But when you're working in a project, I feel like with all this experience that, you know, you gather from the client and yourself, you kind of come, and the reason each projects are so different, it's because each client or each project, it has such a unique point of view, right? And suddenly you create something which is yet similar to you and who you are, but very different. And I think I try to kind of follow that pattern in a way.
It becomes a part of you, right?
But also, like, one thing helps me a lot is creating a database for me, for myself. Because the moment my database, when it comes to furniture and accessorize the pieces, the material that I know, and keeping my knowledge up to date, like what's happening around the world, I think that's what keeps me going, and that's what makes the project more interesting, because there are certain projects that suddenly the designer is like, no, I don't like this stuff that I've seen. Do you have anything new?
Oh, yeah.
So for me, it's traveling for exhibitions, keeping myself updated with a lot of new brands and new things which is happening around the world, and creating a database for myself where it can cater to different clients and different designers. That's one thing.
She put the word option dikhao
so nicely.
Like और कुछ है क्या? और कुछ है क्या? और option.
This is actually for us.
Because it's not about like option dikha or like can I see more. I feel what happened is that there's so much going on around us, right? There's so many new brands are there, and there is this and Instagram and Pinterest, right? So the moment as a stylist, especially when you have a strong database, it gives the client and a designer a little bit of a more they trust you a little bit more. So and they don't even ask for more option.
Yeah, because you have it already.
Yeah,
so
you
are.
already
They'll be unique also. They would not be the same that we've seen.
Yeah.
They would have seen on Pinterest and on social media. So being up to date.
A lot of our viewers, I mean, they've asked this before, but I want to ask you this: is y'all are doing so much work, but I know that y'all don't operate with big teams, right? So could you tell us a little bit about how your studios function, how you function professionally?
Okay.
Because everybody is struggling with it.
We are a small firm. We're a small little family. We are not one of those. I have 50 people in my team. I have 100 people in my team, and
which you see on every Diwali party.
And now every Instagram post also has, I'm doing a 5,000 square feet house. I'm doing a 20,000 square feet house. It's a full competition. But no, we are a small firm. It's my dad and myself, and we have a small team, and we're very happy with that because I enjoy working on projects and giving my 100%. So after a certain period of an amount of projects, I don't take up more. So I can only do that much in a year because I like designing, I like creating those pieces, bespoke pieces. So I enjoy that way. So it's a small little firm, and I'm very happy with my people.
I like how he's saying he has a small little firm. Chalo, theek hai.
It is.
Well, mine is not even small letter, it's just OCD because not because I don't like big teams or I don't have a big teams. I never had a vision for myself to managing 100 people, 50 people, 20, and that's not a vision that I have. So OCD's team is technically me and Sunilji. Sunilji is I tell you how it is. Sunilji has worked with me since I came to India. He's been my accountant for 15 years. My entire the contract team that I have, which is my lawyer and my accountant, they've been with me for 15 years. They exactly know what I like, what I don't, what works, what doesn't, right? These two people are still with me at OCD.
That's amazing.
Then when it comes to, when it comes to projects, how do I function? There is different ways that I work with clients. First, if I need any drafting, 3D, working on a floor plan, I usually hire an intern or I hire someone who's a freelance and works from home. So I give them that project and it's usually 3 weeks, 4 weeks or a couple of months. I outsource it completely. Then when we are on the job, right? So I give the client two options. You either give me your entire team member, which it's at home, your cook, your staff, whoever is at home. Because while we are setting up spaces, while we're doing that process, I teach them how to take care of the house.
Oh, that's amazing.
So what happens, the client is like, oh, actually free mal mein, in free, she's training us. So what I do, what I end up doing, I'm not hiring people on my team. And also the client is benefiting from that because I don't charge them for training.
That's really interesting because when we set up sites, 2 days later, it's gone.
Yeah, because the clients, staff, they don't know what to do, how to clean, and while I'm fixing things or setting up things, I say, hey, listen, this is how you have to clean this sofa or whatsoever. So that's the second thing. And the third part is, if I need to hire people, like outsource it, I have few agencies that I work with. There are a few people that I like working with them, so I just call them up, finish the project, pay them, and bye-bye. And it's only me and Sunilji stays at the end of it.
Sweet. That's really interesting. I've not heard a take like this before.
Thank
you. Where you train the house to kind of look after their stuff. So it looks how it is when you set it up, right? Okay guys, so now we're going to play a game. Never Have I Ever.
Yes.
Okay, the one who has the I have more wins the hamper that is organized by our brand partners, okay?
Oh, wow.
Kitchen Studio.
I'm scared now.
Right? So I'm going to give each of these to
They
you.
better be nice
Thank
questions,
you.
Karan.
Yeah, it better be nice.
I feel like I am playing the game now. I am getting stressed. Achha, where do they have to show the board?
Yeah, you show that thing to the guy.
They have to show it here, right? When they've done it. Okay. So the one who says I have has to have a shot. Okay. When you
I
say
have and the shot.
You have the shot if you have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and because of your history with lemons, Ali,
Poor guy, yeah, don't put it.
we have
It's not leaving.
lemon shots, but with avla also in it. Very healthy shots.
Very healthy.
Unfortunately, there is no alcohol involved.
No, we
thank
we
God.
don't drink anyways.
Yeah, we don't like alcohol.
course.
Alcohol what?
Pata nahi. Okay, I'm gonna start, okay? Never have I ever staged a room for a photo shoot that I wouldn't actually live in. Shots.
One shot into half.
You can.
It's cold.
It's cold.
That's the whole point. Never have I ever cringed at someone's DIY project but complimented it anyways. I'm just gonna make you all have a lot of shots.
These are very nice.
We have to have a new shot or like the previous
No, you can have.
chalega?
It's okay. Never have I ever installed a light fixture that I didn't know how to operate.
I've done this.
No, I haven't.
Never have I ever secretly wanted to keep a piece of furniture or decor from a project for myself.
Of course, always.
Always, yeah.
Always.
Have the shot, what always?
She's looking at me while having this horrendous shot. She's like, मैं बाद में देखती हूँ तुझे. Never have I ever mixed patterns that completely clashed.
I have. In my Memphis project.
I have.
Memphis.
Yeah. With powerhouse with
Acha.
tribal.
Was it like an earlier project of yours?
No, I'm very proud of this project.
Memphis. But Bauhaus and Tribal sounds very interesting. Never have I ever had to completely redo a room after the client was dissatisfied.
Design or like a
I've
Redo, like restyle it or...
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, I've been hired for so many projects that I had to actually fix the stuff that they've done. And
This
redo
is not my
it.
project, huh?
Not your project.
Yeah, both of us are even now.
y'all are even, both.
Now.
Yeah. Never have I ever secretly judged someone's home decor while visiting.
All
Everyone
of
If you
us.
don't do it honestly, if you don't do it
All
as a
of
designer,
us, yeah, all of us.
it's a given.
Never have I ever regretted choosing a bold color for a client.
Regretted
I
or?
Regretted choosing a bold color because you kind of design a space with a nice color in mind and then they keep complaining about it saying kya kar diya, like that way.
I've never regretted it.
No, no?
I haven't.
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Have the shot.
I had, no?
No, what
you
is
did.
it?
Now
She's
I
got
figured,
dementia or
haan.
something. What? She's saying.
Right now, yes.
Mandana, we are very young still. Madam ji ke liye chocolate lao.
Ali has already answered this question. Never have I ever mixed two completely different styles just to see if it would work.
Okay, you didn't have shot. Go ahead.
She's taking revenge.
Obviously.
Never ever has a client hit on you.
I have nahi, but the client has indirectly.
Yeah.
Not very direct, but indirect.
Acha, indirectly. I need
Oh,
clients
the
like
shot.
this.
Yeah, I forgot.
It really depends on who they are.
Yeah, fair enough. Never ever have I got an ex as a client.
X as a client.
Yeah.
Ex as a client.
Or done work for my ex.
Work for a client?
It counts flings also,
Yeah.
right?
I have.
You have?
I have worked for my ex. I have worked with.
Oh, I know this.
I overheard this conversation, so now even I know.
I worked for on a project for an ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
I don't remember honestly, so it could be. I mean, I've done stupid things.
No,
here
then
and there.
I haven't.
I
have never. Yeah,
I
then I
haven't.
would say this.
Okay.
You want to have a shot for me because you were like
No,
ada
thank
ada.
you. No, thank you. Go for it.
I think Mandana has won, na?
Obviously.
Well done, Mandana.
I won it in that one question.
I was just honest,
Thank you.
yeah.
Okay, I want to give a speech
Okay.
to my clients.
Listen,
to,
which camera should she look into for the speech? Yeah, look into
So
this camera.
I want to give a speech here to my client who made me to win this hamper. I appreciate you and you guys are fantastic. And what else?
And next time you want to design your house, please call me.
Yeah.
And me, we'll do a collab project.
Yeah. So thank you guys.
I'll come just for the conversation. So Kitchen
Let's say
Studio
how
is
the way.
presenting a hamper to
Thank
Mandana.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, guys. So Ali, let's get back to our very serious conversation.
Absolutely.
So your transition from Baldiwala Associates to Baldiwala Edge. Tell us a little bit about it and what you've learned in this entire journey.
So Baldiwala Associates and Therapy Creations have been companies that my dad founded 47 years ago.
Wow.
So to make him change that as a kid that's coming on the block was not easy at all. It took me 10 years, and I feel like it's good it didn't happen earlier, because honestly I feel like I've earned it. And the fact that he agreed. So what happened was Baldiwala Associates, Baldiwala Edge happened because we shifted the office location. It was earlier somewhere else, and I was just not happy with that location. And it was very, very important for him, and he was very attached to that space because he grew up there.
47 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I said, Dad, I understand the sentiments, but we need to go to a place where our clients can find parking. This is crazy chaos. So finally, after 10 years, he agreed, and we said, let's move and let's shift. When that happened, I think he also brought it up, saying that you want to change the little bit of the branding.
Wow.
So that's when I realized that, okay, he's giving me that respect as a designer now, and not only like,
and you've earned it.
Sons come on the,
it took you 10 years to earn it. I mean,
10
it's
years,
so difficult, right?
My dad's has not been easy.
But that's why he's been around for so many years, no? I mean, that's
I mean, my dad's my biggest critic, and he's also the biggest cheerleader, but silent cheerleader. He doesn't say it.
Mandana, so have you worked with somebody before you started OCD, or was it like a self-curated journey? How did that begin?
No, I actually started my design journey that I started 5 years ago was because of my partner, my ex-partner. And I always am grateful to him to show me what design space is, and but then also like what happened, I think how we grew apart. I learned from that person, from their experience, from the jobs and the works that the company used to do, and I made it my own. So yes, there was a lot of support in the beginning, but then later on, the work kind of evolved into something else. So I had to say goodbye to that company and be like, okay, you know what? I want to be out there and do my own thing. And you're really lucky, Ali. I think you're very lucky to have your dad to support you. I think family is everything.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Unfortunately, I don't have that support. I'm not close to my family, and I don't have my family who's involved with what I do. But I think the reason I started OCD was more of like I stopped wanting the validation from people, and I kind of like wanted to have something on my own and kind of understand if this can be something which is my own. So that's why I take a lot of pride in it, and I'm still figuring out, but that's how it started. And
did things get better, or are you still kind of like?
To be honest, I have like a very strange relationship with when it comes to family, because the only person I ever supported me from my family was my mom's mom, who's she's no more.
I'm so sorry.
And I wish she was around, and she could have seen like what I've done. And she was the only one. She told me when I was really young, and she said, do whatever you want. At the end of the day, even your mom, even your dad, they come, they go. The best friend, the partner, lover, husband, it just like comes and goes, right? The person that you have to stay with, it's yourself. And if you not gonna like what you are and what you have done, then you're in a deep problem, deep shit problem. So, and I think for me that has been my relationship. And yes, not until 8 years ago actually. 8 years ago, I did this documentary by one of the Iranian channels. And until then, I didn't have, my family didn't really care about what I've achieved or what I've done or, the life that I've lived. But I did this documentary, and back home, that documentary became a breaking news to a lot of people.
بیشتر متوجه شدم که در مورد اجتماع اینجا که یه مدرسه‌ای هست.
They were like, hold on a second. Actually, she's been part of this, she's done this and she's done that. So I think my mom and my brothers, they started kind of like saying that, oh, okay, she's achieved something. But I'm a little bit different when it comes to that kind of a family support. I've always made friends who are like my family. My biggest supporters are my best friends who, some of them I've known them for like 15 years, 18 years, 19 years. And I do have a group of friends where when I left Iran, I couldn't even speak a word of English, right? And these people, they've seen me from that to what I am today.
That's
right?
amazing, yeah.
So my support and the kind of a back on the shoulder that I get is from a lot of my friends. Family for me, it's very different of understanding family. It's not from my blood, but it's people who have been around for me, and they've supported me in my worst days to the best days.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Ali, when we are talking about all of this, your dad has been in the industry for decades and decades, right? So he had a certain style of designing, and a lot of studios, I mean, no offense to anybody, they continue that same transition because it's easy, right? Whether it is design or whether it's jewelry or whatever it is. But you did not do that. You kind of found your own taste, you found your own look, you had your own principles and philosophies of design, and you went along your own direction with his support. So how difficult or easy was that? Tell us a little bit about that.
So I'll tell you why it was easy. It was easy because I mean, very honestly, I've never said this to, on camera before.
I'm glad that you're saying it now. Yeah.
I had a very big ego clash with my father.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to like me saying this, but I wanted to get into acting. He wanted me to do anything to do with interiors or architecture.
Correct.
So I wanted to, I did the first year of interiors, I almost scraped through and passed.
Yeah.
The second year also was like, the third year I topped. And then I realized somewhere it's then in me, I have that creative side to me, which is more towards design and architecture. But I never wanted to accept it because, as this rebellious child, I wanted to always do what I wanted to do. So I want to get into acting, and then he kept saying no, and there were these fights all the time. So I said, if I do design also, I'll do it in my way. I'll do it the way I want to do it. So that's why I left and I joined somewhere else on the pretext that I want to learn, which was true. But at the same time, it was this ego that I had. That boy who's like young and he's that hot-blooded.
Yeah.
So that all happened, and then after that, when I got onto it, I would want to. My relationship with my father is amazing. There's no doubt in that. But at that point in time, those 2-3 years, the initial years, I was like, no, I'm not going to listen to him. If he says black, I'll do white because I want to do it my way.
Yeah.
Right? And that I never realized became my design philosophy, my way of designing, the way I took up design changed and came onto a path which now is Baldiwala Edge and is me. So I think it happened organically, but I think the universe is beautiful in the way it works. Yeah. Things happen, and I think we both believe in this again very, very strongly. If it was not for that push and that ego, I don't think I'd be the designer I am today.
Okay, so now we're going to play another game, rapid fire. Okay?
Come on, chalo.
And there's another hamper.
Obviously, I'm going to.
I was going to say better hamper, but Kitchen Studios hampers are the best.
I'm going to take that from anyways later, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, you'll have already taken the 2 stickers.
Yeah,
He took my sticker. I gave.
I
don't
like how she didn't
design,
give me
I'm
one.
design.
She just put it back.
Oh, you didn't get it?
No, she didn't.
Okay, I should put it inside.
She's like, no. I'm only surprised she takes
I
it
didn't
from
say
me.
that. I said, okay, chalo, next question,
No,
guys.
she'll go down and she'll be like, Ali, zara baki tha.
I have a feeling she's going to do it.
I'm sure.
Okay, guys, so we're going to play rapid fire. Mandana, I'm going to start with you. Okay? Are you ready?
Shoot.
Okay.
Born ready.
Already or born ready.
We put that caption on top.
Yeah.
Okay. Are awards in our industry rigged or biased?
I think you got your answer.
Okay. Do designers exploit artisans in the name of craftsmanship?
You got your answer.
Hey, these are not answers.
We are judging now.
Bold
we are
and all,
judging now.
na?
Yeah.
Come on.
Can you name
Bold
one?
and beautiful.
Can you name one?
No. We don't drop names here.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. How sad. I tried.
You are just being biased now. Come on.
Are male designers still dominating leadership unfairly?
Yes.
If you could style a room entirely with only one fabric material, what would it be?
One?
Just one material.
Just one material.
Just one.
I'm a sucker for anything with sweat. Yeah.
I don't know why
Yeah.
I thought this through.
Yeah, even if you could style a space based on an art movement, which one would it be?
Art movement. God, that's tough. Oh, okay, I'll explain it this way. This year in Dubai Design Week, they had a new section which was about art. But very intelligently, they only selected artists from Middle East. and it's because of the war which is happening, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, let's talk about war, but it was more of like, let's have artists who are going through this war and let's see what is their experiences and the art that they have created. So maybe something like that.
Listen, she's giving such intense answers for a
these are not rapid fire. There's no rapid, there's no fire.
This is like
Very nice
inspiring.
answer.
Yeah, it's
I'm
inspiring.
That's in a rapid fire.
Yeah, don't get inspired, just think about rapid
He's
fire.
getting inspired, that's the whole point.
I can see Ali is like, oh no.
He
Yeah,
gets
I'm
inspired
gonna
on
win. I'm
everything
gonna
and
win the
everything.
hamper.
If you could style one celebrity home, who would it be and why?
India or outside?
India.
India. Controversy. This is good controversy.
Repeat the question again.
She doesn't want to style anyone. So.
Yeah, of course. I tell you who also.
Tell us.
No, what was the question? Can you
If you could style one celebrity home, who would it be and why?
I would love to style Gauri Khan's house or maybe her walk-in closet because she's someone that she's been in a design space for a really long time. Also, she has like her fashion sense, what I'm seeing that she wears. So I want to go to her closet and see what she does with all the stuff that she has and then how she keeps them. Like what's the whole format of her house. I would love to organize or maybe even style her walk-in closet like a bedroom area.
Her answers are very nice.
Yeah.
I agree.
So mine is more of like...
I'm giving the
I
rapid
like
fire
his
answers.
answer, I have more fire in them.
Yeah.
If strangest comment assumption you heard across the board about yourself.
The strangest.
Strangest or an assumption that you heard about, comment or an assumption.
I hear a lot of them that I'm dating my client, that I was married to my client, that I'm getting work because I'm sexy, I'm in a design space because I'm a girl, or I'm getting meetings with certain companies because I'm just hot. It's not just because of my work, you know. So a lot of strange things.
Very typical actually.
Yeah, it's very typical.
It's like, because this industry is not about how pretty you are at the end of the day, how good you are with the client and what you've done for that project. That's what's taking you for. And by the way, that's why I left the modeling and acting industry.
And you've come into this.
Yeah, because I wanted to be somewhere which I'm being judged because of my work. Not because of the way I look.
Okay. Tell us something about you that we could never guess.
That you could never guess. I'm actually very romantic and very soft person.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I'm super romantic and super soft. Yeah. Which a lot of people think that I'm very like stubborn, I'm like this and that. No, but the reason a lot of people think that way because I had to put a lot of walls to survive and I've lived my life alone. So as a girl, if I didn't have those walls, I wouldn't be where I am. But as a person, a lot of my close friends, if you ask them, they say, oh, Mandana is like a little kitten, like she's very soft, she's very romantic.
Romantic, I don't know, soft,
Yeah.
I think I would put that.
Okay. Last question, okay. Are influencers ruining the integrity of design critique?
They are not, and yes, they are. The ones that they actually know their facts and they help us or any industry that understand the material, understand the work, great. But there are certain influencers where they don't have the real fact. They don't read about things and they kind of just like do it because they want to be influencer and get the money and get the projects. That bothers me. We had this conversation. That bothers me in a lot of ways.
Okay, thank you, Mandana,
Of course,
for these
my pleasure.
intense answers to
Intense and long.
Yeah, for my fun rapid fire. This was not rapid. They were lovely answers, but
what to say? What to do?
So much content.
I like,
too
I like,
much content.
I like details. I need to be precise. That's where my company comes from. OCD. Yeah. Like, no.
That's
You don't get a
also
short
one
and sweet.
plugin has come in. Yeah.
You don't get a short and sweet from me.
We in kitchen studio with OCD.
Okay, Ali, it's your turn now. Okay. It's a
Scary,
redemption
yeah.
time.
Ready?
2 studios you think are your competition?
Oh.
I really like Fad's work.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Fad.
they're doing amazing work.
And the other ones, I think I'll talk about Fad and yeah, I think only Fad because I really like their work.
No, you have to give
It's
you.
a
What is
compliment to
this?
the other studio. Yeah, it's a compliment.
They're not competition. They're people I look up to.
Yeah.
So Fad is one of them, and I like the way Ashish does his products.
Ashisha.
Yeah, I like the way he does his products and
Yeah.
curates the entire range. But no way competition. They are people
Yeah.
I
Fair
get
enough,
inspired
fair
from.
Okay. Statement piece, art or furniture?
Depends on the space.
And that's not an answer. What depends on space?
Depends on the space.
Look at my answer and look at his answer. What is
She
this?
is now
like?
getting worried.
She
wants
is
a hamper.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
not
say
worried.
furniture.
Furniture.
Ah,
Okay.
see,
I
that's
enjoy
better.
furniture
Okay.
more.
Are architects overrated and overpaid?
Are
Star architects, basically
100%.
star
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Clients with budget or clients with good taste?
clients with budget.
Nice.
Taste I'll bring to the table.
Lovely. If you could tell one designer in the world to stop doing what they are doing, what would it be?
Stop overselling yourself.
No,
हो
but,
गया.
acha, but which designer?
वो नहीं पूछा था. You said if a designer.
I'm
said,
trying
stop
to get
overselling
some nice.
yourself.
Tell us something funny you've heard about yourself.
That I'm very arrogant, and I have attitude up my beep.
We got the beep. We got the beep. I've been
But
wanting a
I'm
beep.
just not this person. I mean, if anyone knows me, knows that I'm not. It's just a person, and sometimes it's nice to have that to keep some people at bay.
Yeah, fair. Some it's necessary.
Yeah.
It's necessary. You have that raised eyebrow look sometimes, so then they're like,
Yeah.
If you had one wish that could change your career trajectory, what would that wish be?
Nothing. I'm very happy with my life.
You don't want to be a star architect. You already are a star architect.
No, I'm not.
Of course, you're a star. Yeah, everybody is like, but in a good way. Like,
But nothing to change
Yeah.
about wherever I am.
What's a design trend you secretly hope never makes a comeback?
This damask motives,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I know.
there are still clients who say, "Oh, motive karte," and I'm like,
I
it
get-
should just go from tiles, from fabrics, from cushions, from
Yeah.
everything.
I get them. I get those masks now. I don't know why everybody has them. You know those Sri Lankan masks.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, can we use this? And I'm just like, and they're like, we got this, and we need to have this in the living room. And I'm like, this needs
For
to
me,
go.
these damask motives really irritate me. I don't know why.
I really hope this client is not watching. I had this conversation with her yesterday.
Clearly, she's watching this.
Oh man. Chalo, at least people are watching.
Yeah, people have to watch.
If you could transform last question, okay? If you could transform a room into an art installation, what would it look like?
Buckets.
What?
Buckets.
Oh, lovely.
I would want to do this with buckets.
Yeah. Okay. So I think, guys, what happened? Oh, I think, guys, sorry, Mandana, but Ali has won this round. Your answers were lovely. Don't give me the look. She's giving me the look.
Slow claps also
Yeah,
come.
she's giving me the look, but he has.
I'm just tired. But
I think buckets got it.
Yeah, no, your answers were nice because you gave.
it's okay. You want to give him the hamper? It's fine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, no. My name is Ali. My name is Ali. You're getting it wrong.
Take it.
Okay, fine. Yeah. No. It's very healthy. It's very
I
healthy. You
need
can
it.
have it.
This is all I need. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ali.
Oh, so sweet.
It's too healthy. You can have it all.
I need it.
So this is like a vegan thing that's curated by
TCP.
Yeah, I know them. She does some really lovely stuff.
I'm really glad, and I need this, so thank you.
Okay, so before we end this episode, I would like for you to address our viewers and give them something inspiring or anything that you would like to share with them.
Ali, go. You first.
So you can look at this.
Hi guys, I hate doing this in the end and inspire kids and youngsters and all of that. No one needs any inspiration. Just be you, just do you, and just be happy. I mean, honestly, we all learn, and if you don't fall, you don't learn. So just march on.
I'm with you on that, 100%. Yes, it's important to look up to people and like have your mentors or look into people's work. But at the end of the day, what you need is yourself, the confidence. The fact that it doesn't matter how hard the times are, how difficult the situation is. In my opinion, the people who are surviving that situation and they kind of like march through and go through it with all everything that you got, that's how you're going to win life, and keep doing, keep moving forward, and keep believing in yourself.
That's amazing, guys. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you,
me.
Karan.
Excellent.
Thank you, Vasudha.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
You guys
Thank
were
so much.
amazing.
Thanks.
हिंदी में एक्स का क्या बोलते हैं मतलब
क्या बोलते हैं?
Accent में what? X.
एक्स
X.
पिछला वाला.
पिछला वाला, बीता हुआ.
बीता हुआ कल.
I am a walking, talking blooper. Yeah.
I think the blooper was when she started doing this. Tell us a little bit about this entire journey.
Oh, you hit me.
Maybe she should have just said same.
Yeah, same. Put this in the blooper.
Pack up. बस हो गया.